ఊరికే అది తీయమని దానికి గుర్తుగా దానికి కొంచెం వీడియోలు మాధవి వీడియోనే తీసు నువ్వు వంగావు కదా బాబడింది they can come and sit here. First seats. First row is for gents.
Okay, the reason why we have assembled here is by now I think all of you would have known operates in a different fashion compared to any other school. Apart from the academic, we lay a lot of stress on the importance of medication. Why is this medication taking such a pivotal role in our education system? So to go about with that, I would like to introduce or to emphasize on the logo and the motto of our school. Those of you who have come newly, how many of you have seen this logo? On the diary, very good.
See and tell. See and tell.
I want it from the news staff. What is the school motto? No?
Nihitam.
Okay. So first, for today's session, we will learn or we will look into what is the importance, why this particular design has been selected as our school logo. If we are looking at the logo, we first see there is a banyan tree, and above the banyan tree are written the words Rishi Devata Chandas, and below that you see it is written near the root level Jnanam Chetanayam Nihitam. That is our school motto. The school motto is Jnanam Chetanayam Nihitam, and you are able to see something called a word Samhita here. So there is Samhita, there is Rishi Devata Chandas, one big banyan tree, and Jnanam Chetanayam Nihitam. And all this is encircled. It is not given any other shape other than a circle. I hope we all understand. Circle represents something which is full, which is whole. So we will take each aspect at a time rather than talking about everything in detail. First we will look into the banyan tree. What is the importance of banyan tree? Spreads its roots. Good. Any other Sanskrit sirs, maybe they can give the Sanskrit version of what is the banyan tree. Vatavriksha. Kalpavriksha also we say. That is a wish fulfilling divine tree. We even associate banyan tree with tree of knowledge, tree of life. So there are different aspects for it. So we see, and you know the most important part of this banyan tree is it is such an amazing plant which is growing in areas where the soil is not able to support the heavy branches. So to compensate for this weakness, it is growing supporting limbs, which we see the roots are growing downwards. So as an institution, Maharshi Vidya Mandir, it is our responsibility to support and strengthen the foundations of learning among children as they mature into learners of life. That is the significance why we use this banyan tree as such. And at this juncture I would like to tell, maybe we need to pause and think, the present education system, what sort of education are we imparting to children? We close our eyes and just observe what is happening in our society. We only find wild antics, hooliganism and whatnot, which is all negative part of it. And this is all because during the nurturing stage or a growth stage, there is no proper input given to a child. And today's children, they require more of life skills rather than the subjective knowledge what we talk about. They require a lot of life skills to combat with all the problems they face in future. They should know how to balance themselves times of success and failure. They should know how to control their emotions. Because of lack of these things only, today we see so much of unrest in our society. Now it is so unfortunate this is the main reason why the MCBE course has been introduced for us, or we say this is the conscious-based education at Maharshi Vidya Mandir. Now before going or elaborating what is conscious-based education, I would just like to read few lines from history. This is being written by Lord Macaulay. It reads, I have travelled across the length and breadth of India, and I have not seen one person who is a beggar, who is a thief. Such wealth I have seen in this country, such high moral values, people of such caliber that I do not think we would ever conquer this country unless we break the very backbone of this nation, which is her spiritual and cultural heritage. And therefore, I propose that we replace her old and ancient education system, her culture. For the Indians, if they think that all that is foreign and English is good and greater than their own, they will lose their self-esteem, their native culture, and they will become what we want them, a truly dominated nation. This is part of few lines written by Lord Macaulay in his address to the British Parliament in 1835. I think these lines will emphasize what strong education system we had in our ancient times and how it has deteriorated itself with the present system what we are doing. That means there was a time when we never heeded to whatever people said. We had our own mind, our own conscience telling us what we ought to do, what we are not supposed to do. But today's system is not giving us that support. This is the reason why His Holiness Maharishi Mahesh Yogi has introduced what we call as consciousness-based education. But what is this consciousness we are talking about? Consciousness is nothing but a self-realization. When we are saying we are conscious, we are aware of our own self. Aware of our own self is consciousness is nothing but that state where you know what is happening. All the three aspects of the Rishi, Devata, Chandas. The Sanskrit teachers may be able to better explain. In Sanskrit, we correlate these three. The knower who is seeking to learn some knowledge, he is referred to as the Rishi. The process of knowing is called as Devata. And what are we trying to seek the knowledge? That is called as Chandas. So all these three, the knower, process of knowing and the known, these three together combine and what is becomes Samhita, which we give the English terminology of unified field. So this unified field is something which is imparting complete knowledge. So we say consciousness is a self-reference state. It is a state from which this entire universe has started, or you can say the entire universe has come into existence basically. So we lay stress on, apart from giving the normal academic education, we say every child has a right for this conscious-based education. They have to look within themselves, look upon themselves, which will strengthen, and they will know, they'll have a proper guidance, their goals will be clear, they know what they are supposed to do, what they are not supposed to do, they can have better control over their emotions. All this is based on our consciousness, what we call it. Then, coming to this word Jnanam Chetanayam Nihitam, our school motto. The true version of English translation of Jnanam Chetanayam Nihitam is knowledge is structured in consciousness. So when we are just saying knowledge, what knowledge are we seeking? We are seeking subjective knowledge. But the actual knowledge is not subjective knowledge. It is the knowledge of self-realization. It is a knowledge where all these three combine together and unify into one. That particular knowledge is much more at a higher stage than whatever subjective knowledge we are talking about. So knowledge is basically structured in consciousness. A person who is aware of himself, who knows his consciousness, I think he assumes all the three forms. The form of a knower, the process of knowing, and also the known. That is unified there. That is why we say Jnanam Chetanayam Nihitam. The importance of all this can be seen in the Rigveda, we generally quote the first chapter of Rigveda. There are 4 lines in the verse which say, Richo Akshare Parame Vyoman. So all this what we are talking about, Jnanam Chetanayam Nihitam, they come in that 4 lines of that Rigveda. And then we see everything is done in whole I was talking about. So we are giving the complete knowledge. That means we are not stressing. Today children are exposed to math, they learn science, they learn social. So only specific areas of study they are doing. So in the process only specific areas of their brain are functioning. There is no holistic functioning of the brain. Only specific areas are functioning. For the holistic development to come across, we lay stress on what is called meditation. We calm down all the thoughts which are coming. Slowly they come down and we attain a balanced state. So this complete knowledge, whatever we are imparting, is represented by this whole. I think the first, I am not that clear with the Sanskrit word, ancient Sanskrit, which says the very first verse of the Veda, Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudasya. That is what? That Purna knowledge you are giving, the complete knowledge to the children. That is the main reason why we stress meditation is very, very important for us. The reason why we do meditation in the morning is, the moment even as teachers when we come, at home we are totally tensed. We need to catch the bus, you need to pack for children, you need to do that. So your life is starting. How are you starting your day? You are not starting in a cool, composed manner. We are not starting our life like that. The day starts with just hustle and bustle. Everything is in a rush. Everything is in a stress. So what happens with that same frame of mind when we come and when we see the children? Of course, they are innocent. Something they will come, one will irritate, one will say something. As it is, our mental frame is disturbed. So we get all the more irritated. What happens? We shout on them. In the process, what is happening? Nothing happens to them. Okay, far-fetched, maybe their morale might go down. But what is happening to you, to us as self? We are affecting our own health. Our own mental peace is lost. Peace at home is lost. Peace at work is lost. Then why work? So when we come and do meditation, we allow our mind to calm down. We will keep all those things aside and we will tell, this is now I have to concentrate on this. So we are having some time and some cushion and making ourselves comfortable to set our priorities. So we can act accordingly. Evening also it is the same. We are out from this environment. We are totally for home. So we will leave whatever tension, stress we have. We just leave here and then go home. And this meditation is a very good tranquilizer. It allows you to take out all your stress. And I don't know how many of you, I think few of my friends, I would like them to ask and share their experiences. The moment you start meditating, generally, it is a general phenomena, most of us will fall asleep. And they say that is a very good sign of meditation because that is the first stress reliever for you. So now, a few of us from here, every year we are being sent to attend a training program at our national camp office there at Ramastan, which is at Jabalpur. So we'll be going in phased manner. And we are very fortunate, one of our colleagues has experienced flying also during meditation. So we would like her to ask and share her experiences.
Stand up.
Come,
తెలుగులో చెప్పు, ఏం కాదు.
నేను చెప్పాల్సింది ఏమీ లేదు, అంతా ఫ్రెండ్ చెప్పేసారు మెడిటేషన్ గురించి అంతా. బట్ నేను చెప్పేది నా ఓన్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్. ఇది I think so everybody is following because my own language is Telugu, so I am comfortable in Telugu. If you are not understanding, just you can ask them to.
She will translate.
Because our expression is always in our mother tongue.
Yeah, better.
What I am saying that. So when the moment we entered Rajasthan, I feel very happy and holiness and ప్రశాంతంగా, అంటే ఒక ప్రశాంత సాగరంలో మనం అడుగుపెట్టి మనము ప్రయాణం చేయడానికి బయలుదేరిన ఒక ప్రయాణికులాగా మొదలుపెట్టాము. సార్ ఓన్లీ దిస్ ఇస్, నేను ఎందుకు చెప్తున్నానంటే ఇక్కడ మేము 6 సంవత్సరాల నుంచి నేను స్కూల్లో ఎంటర్ చేసిన దగ్గర నుంచి మెడిటేషన్ చేస్తూనే ఉన్నాను. అంతకుముందు 5 yearsలో వేరే స్కూల్లో వర్క్ చేసినప్పుడు కూడా నేను మెడిటేషన్ అలవాటు అయితే ఉంది. 10-15 నిమిషాల రోజు మెడిటేషన్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాను. కానీ నేను అక్కడికి బ్రహ్మస్థానం వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత మాత్రమే తెలిసింది మెడిటేషన్ నుంచి మనకి పూర్ణంగా వచ్చే ప్రయోజనం ఏమిటి, సంపూర్ణంగా వచ్చే ప్రయోజనం ఏమిటి అంటే మన ఫిజికల్గానే కాదు, స్పిరిచువల్లీ అది నేను ఫీల్ అయ్యాను. ఎందుకంటే ఓన్లీ సంకల్ప సిద్ధి అని వాళ్ళు ప్రతిసారి మనకి అవి ఆడియో విజువల్స్లో చెప్తూ ఉంటారు. సంకల్ప సిద్ధి ఉంటే మీరు దేన్నైనా సాధిస్తారు. మీరు సిద్ధిని పొందిస్తే సమస్త సంభవాన్ని మహర్షిజీ ఎప్పుడు చెప్తూనే ఉంటారు. సో నేను అది అనుకున్నాను, సమస్త సంభవాన్ని చెప్తున్నావు కదా మహర్షిజీ, నాకు ఒక్కసారి ఆ సంభవాన్ని ప్రసాదించినాను. ఒకే ఒక్కసారి లైఫ్లో ఆ సిద్ధి అనే ఫ్లైని నేనే పొందాలి. ఆ ఒక్కసారి ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ నాకు కనిపించు అని మనస్ఫూర్తిగా కోరుకున్నాను. నేను ఇంకేమీ ఆలోచించలేదు. ఓన్లీ నేను ఫ్లై చేయాలి. ఆ ఫ్లైయింగ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఎలా ఉంటుందో నేను అనుభవించాలి అనుకుంటూ వెళ్ళాను. మెడిటేషన్లో కూర్చున్నాను. అంటే ఎగ్జామ్ వాళ్ళు మామూలుగా అయితే హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ మెడిటేషన్ చేయించి నెక్స్ట్ హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ సిద్ధి సూత్రాలు చెప్తారు. బట్ ఆ రోజు టైం తక్కువగా ఉండటం వల్ల ఓన్లీ 10 minutes మాత్రమే మెడిటేషన్ చేయించారు. డైరెక్ట్గా సిద్ధి సూత్రాలు మొదలుపెట్టారు. ఫస్ట్ సూత్ర మైత్రి వాళ్ళు స్టార్ట్ చేసినప్పటి నుంచి నాకు తెలుస్తుంది, నా మైండ్లో వైబ్రేషన్ స్టార్ట్ అయ్యింది, హ్యాండ్స్లో వైబ్రేషన్ స్టార్ట్ అయ్యి నెమ్మదిగా వాళ్ళ సూత్ర మైత్రి తర్వాత కరుణ ముదిత చెప్తూనే ఉన్నారు. నా బాడీలో హ్యాండ్స్ నుంచి ఎట్లా మొత్తం వైబ్రేషన్స్ హార్ట్ మైండ్ అట్లా వెళ్తూనే ఉన్నాయి. ఎక్కడ లాస్ట్ సూత్ర వాళ్ళు చెప్పేసరికి సంథింగ్ నాకు తెలుస్తుంది, ఏదో జరుగుతుంది బాడీలో ఏంటో జరుగుతుంది అని. బట్ ఆ తర్వాత నాకేమీ తెలియదు, ఎగ్జామ్ లైట్ అయిపోయాను. ఆ తర్వాత 10 నిమిషాలకి నా ఇన్స్ట్రక్టర్ నా చెవులో చెప్తుంది చేయకూడదే అని. సో అప్పుడు నేను బయటకు వచ్చాను. తర్వాత మేడంతో చెప్పాను, మీరు 2 times నా చెవులో చెప్పారు చేయకూడదు, అంతవరకు నాకు తెలిసింది. ఆ తర్వాత నాకు ఏం తెలియదు అని చెప్పింది. నేను more than 5 times I call you back but you are in the trance, so you went to complete conscious అని చెప్పారు. సో ఐ ఫెల్ట్ వెరీ హ్యాపీ దట్ మే అవి మాటల్లో చెప్పడానికి ఐఎమ్ విషింగ్ టు ఎవ్రీబడి టు ఫీల్ దట్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్, దెన్ యూ కెన్ ఫీల్ దట్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద రియల్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్. బట్ ఈవినింగ్ ద సేమ్ డే ఈవినింగ్ ఆల్సో the same experience I got it. At that time I came to know I am moving back after the same process. As she said that Ruhika Wooden Sutra, and then I know that I am not in Padmasana. She is asking to do Padmasana, I am doing Padmasana, that I am knowing, and she is asking to piche chelo, but I am hearing the words, but I don't know I am moving. But after opening my eyes I came to know which I sat the front place, I went to back. So I realized that because before my Subhashini I sat in front of her, after opening my eyes back of her, that I only really wonder that much far I came back. So that I can't express in my own words, but everybody was used to feel that real experience at least once in our life. That's what I am believing strongly the Maharshi.
Now I will ask other friends, Renuka, Pramodini, Usharani, Sharada, please come and share your experiences of your training program. Usha, start. I think Sahamitra can also talk about it. Please come.
Jai Gurudev, I am Sanskrita Srinivas. Actually, when ma'am asked me to go last year for this refreshment course, I was rejecting because basically I don't like all this meditation and all. I just enjoy my life. But this year they told it is compulsory for TGTs. So, and my friends are also ready to come. So we 3 of us went to meditation course, and